I think that only restriction is against comlinks. I'm not sure though.
Well, it turns out that virtual
I know
machine.
there's a lot of overlap.
Yeah, it turns out that virtual machine and toolbox are both common programs, but
Rigorous Cyber Programs, page 269. Can be for use on an RCC. Cannot be used in the cyber deck or vice versa.
Yeah, these are hacking programs.
right. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Sure. What's the rating of your RCC then?
This is rating 5.
Cool.
Right,
Yep.
so that drone will be sneaky as possible, trying to fly around this building, seeing what it can see.
Right then. This is, to all exterior observation, a standard corporate tower. It has SMG armed guards at the front door. It has a loading bay at the rear with SMG armed guards and a pair of turrets mounted to the roof of the loading bay. The access to the loading bay is controlled via an automated gate with tire spikes. There are no guards patrolling around the building because it doesn't really have grounds, it's just got a front door. Looking through the glass to the lobby, you see a receptionist, a bank of elevators, and another 2 guards. There are no drones particularly observing this building, but there's a couple of random drones in the air just around because we're in downtown.
Is there any sort of garage type structure attached to this building?
No, there's no parking garage attached to this building.
Okay.
Not that you can see though. The door to the loading dock is actually down. If there's an internal access to a parking garage, then that's where it would be though.
Is this a garage door or one of those that has windows on it?
No, this is the sort of full-size, can fit a semi-trailer style truck door. It has no windows.
Okay. You know, I'm going to spend a point of narrative edge to find a convenient air vent.
Yeah, on the roof of the building there is a set of standard air vents. While the intakes are mesh protected and fan forced, the out exhalation ones are just bent over tubes, and you can quite easily fly your fly spy down one.
Excellent.
This is what narrative edge is for. This is brilliant, see? Anyway, continue.
I guess it'll just go through the standard procedure of going through, taking all pictures of what rooms it can see, and
Right. It's going to take you about 6 to 8 hours to fully case the ventilation system of this place. And you're not going to have a matrix signal while you do it. Because, unfortunately, metal ventilation vents kind of work like a Faraday cage. You're going to have to send the drone in, then just wait until it comes back out again. Are you okay with this?
What do you say, guys?
Your drone.
Our run.
It's either that or I go in and get shot.
What's our timeline? How much time do we have left?
Like, you guys, it's probably around 5 p.m. by now. You guys are only like 2 hours into the run.
Alright, then, I guess I'll do that. Goodbye, Mr. Drone.
Alright.
Godspeed.
You reckon you'll get this drone back out around midnight or so? So what would you like to do in the meantime? Anything?
So this is the corporate building with employees, right?
Yes.
Surely some of those employees would have some reason to need a ward key. Some mage with foci, someone with quickening, something.
Maybe. You don't know.
And we can't exactly find out.
How would I go about trying to find out?
Well, you could sit outside the place in a sense, everybody coming in and out.
That seems like an excellent idea with no potential for going wrong. I just don't really see a way of me heading in there.
You also do know that mana barriers can actually just be set up to exclude to just let certain people through without a physical key of some kind.
Yep.
But I still think it is a good idea to observe the people coming in and out, because the workday is going to end in 2 hours, I believe, and a lot of people will be coming out, so we can just sort of survey what we're up against, I guess.
Okay.
So which one of you wants to do that? We have a fairly long time.
And if I set up behind a nice glass window, then I'm fairly sure you cannot see through that on the Astral.
No, you
So
cannot.
Yep. So if I just sit in the car and watch people from the car, that should work.
All right. So you park up downtown and, start watching and sensing people who are coming out.
Well, I can't really sense them, can I? Because I'd have to... Okay, fine. I'd roll down the window and sense them when they arrive.
Oh,
Sure,
if
that works.
you don't have to sense them.
Okay.
You can just watch them. But it's watching versus the sensing. Your call.
I'll do both. Like, I'll sense as well.
Okay, cool. We'll just take one big roll for the entire group, rather than lots of little ones. So yeah, you guys essentially set up a stakeout on this building. At about 6 PM, in an hour or so's time, the employees start filtering out, some through the front door, some through a side door and down the alleyway, and some driving out from behind the gate in tire spikes in cars. Your sensing shows most of them to be mundane, and they all have very generic wage slavey sort of look. A couple of them are wearing slightly nicer suits. You suspect those are managers, but again, you're not actually getting anything particular. Let me just find a thing though. Right.
Actually, knock a hit off of that sensing because I'm taking wound penalties.
Yep. Right then. Yeah. So you just keep watching, and nobody awakened comes out of this building. You keep watching through sort of 7 PM. Nobody comes out that's of any particular interest. Just sort of wage slaves and managers in slightly nicer suits. They all sort of pack up and leave. But you do note that the nighttime security is actually more improved. Even though it's a AAA zone, right in the middle of downtown, from concealed hatches on the corners of the building pop out a couple of turrets. And if you have actually you have enough perception, you see that a set of laser tripwires goes up around the building, approaching the building, going down the alleyway, or anything else. Sort of approaching the building in general is likely to set off these laser tripwires. Yeah. In addition, the 2 guards at the front door with SMGs are replaced with 4 guards with assault rifles. The 2 guards at the loading bay, if Davion sends a second flyspy, have been replaced with, again, 4 guards. They definitely turn the security up at night. So, you just keep watching, and even through sort of 10 PM, nothing particularly happens. It gets quite quiet at the building. The bars and clubs that line the street level of here start turning up and getting a bit rowdy, but only sort of Monday night rowdy, not proper weekend rowdy. And generally, downtown starts to simmer down, even though there's still plenty of people on the street. It's just the quieter nighttime version of downtown. The neon and the AR glow brighter in the darkness. It gets up to about midnight, and I'm assuming you guys go get some soy burgers or something and you come back. And Davion, your fly spy comes back onto the matrix, and a large stream of data starts being spat out at you.
Alright, save that all and read it as best I can, fast as I can.
Yes. So, the ventilation system is quite extensive and boring, leading throughout the building to standard office cubicles, boardrooms, cafeterias, everything you think would be normal in an office tower. However, plotting a map of the ventilation system reveals a hole about 3/4 of the way up in the building, where there is a section approximately 3 stories tall, and mostly the middle of an entire floor that simply does not have ventilation conduits leading to it.
Which floor was this on, did you say? I'm sorry.
2/3 of the way up the building, 40th floor. 40th floor. 39, 40, 41.
Okay.
Is this a section that is on the exterior of the building, so windows?
The section without ventilation systems is most of the floor. There are no sort of vents which go along the floors in question. The windows of all corporate towers, this one included, are tinted, naturally.
Makes sense. This is another long shot, but Davian will sort of sneak around through a few alleyways and point a laser microphone at one of the windows on said floor.
Okay. You hear chanting.
Found him.
What you got?
I'll send this audio feed to my friends, more specifically the mage, so he can hopefully decipher it.
Cool. Do any of you speak Ancient Sumerian?
In 6 hours, I will. But presently, I don't.
The linguistics power does not allow you to just listen to somebody and understand it. You must be fully immersed in an ancient Sumerian-speaking society. But anyway.
I can't just listen to a recording of this for 6 hours and I will speak the language.
No.
That is how it works, yes. Must be exposed to the new language for 12 minus magic rating hours.